Sophia Duke Radio.
Welcome back to another edition of the Sophia Duke Radio Show. We have Ceej. This is like having Lecrae in the house. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I think he's Lecrae's third cousin, twice removed. I'm gonna just claim that. We are here at Vision of Faith Church in Spartanburg. Pastor R.J. Williams and co-pastor Miss Keisha Williams.
Right.
So we are very pleased that they allowed us to have the interview here. And Ceej, what is your role here at the church?
I'm actually the youth pastor here at Vision of Faith.
Ooh, shout out to the youth. We love our little babies.
What's up, the spot? What about the spot? That's the spiritual place of transformation.
Yeah.
So I've been here for 5 years, well, going on 6 years now. I've been officially ordained as youth pastor last year. We have been 5 years now, so it's awesome.
You love them babies. I love the kids till they start getting on their bye.
Yeah, that's it. The funny thing is, most of them were, in middle school when we got here, and now they're graduating. We're getting through our first wave of seeing them graduate and go to college, so it's
That's awesome. Does it make you feel a little old?
It does. It does. They point out every gray hair.
And do you say this one gray hair is for you?
Well, they see patches and they point them out and they name them. So
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. So, Ceej, what defines Ceej?
Well, firstly, it's Christ esteem, elevating Jesus. It's Ceej. And, I never planned that name. It kind of just happened. And in saying that, what defines me is I just embody, it's like it says, Christ esteem, elevating Jesus. So I don't have my own self-esteem, I have Christ esteem. And I just, whatever he gives me, and anybody who knows me, seen me perform, heard my music, you don't even call it, you just call it Ceej. You be like, yeah, that's Ceej right there.
Yeah. And because you're so different from a lot of the artists, what makes Ceej so unique when you're performing? Because you have a different presence when you're performing.
It's funny you say that. That's my biggest. I feel like that's my X factor right there. My performances. And I feel that God has really gave me a gift and the ability when I'm in front of people to bring a moment to life. And I feel like whatever song I'm doing, I literally will act out the words. You see that, and I really live in my own space, and just a keen gift to really bring you to that place. Also, I think create something different.
How did you enjoy your project North of Expected?
North of Expected, awesome. It was the most successful project I've had to date. I did it independently. It's been phenomenal. The whole process. It's actually one of the fastest projects that I've written.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So that's what's crazy about it, But it done really well, and I feel like it was a new era of Ceej.
I played the album so much it got scratched up in the car. I'm like, I'm sorry, Ceej. That's how much I listen to it. It's scratched up.
The response from it was mind blowing, and I just thank God that people really could relate to it. I wanted to have a different side of Ceej, and I think I birthed a new era.
And with that birthing, what makes this album different than some of your other projects you've worked on?
I think it was the same thing that makes every next one different than the previous one. Was that I use my music off whatever space I'm in, whatever, how God grows me spiritually, that's what you get.
Yes, sir.
Because that's what Ceej is. So, even becoming the youth pastor, becoming just, elevating spiritually, elevating my role in the kingdom. And as I've done that, that's kind of what I portray. And that's actually what North Expected. It was from, he was able to do exceedingly abundantly above anything you could think or ask, according to the power that worketh within you. That's what it was based off of. So it was just saying that, okay, God, whatever I'm about to do now, I've never been here before, I've never seen this before. Like the song say, I'm going north. I'm going north of Expected. I don't know where I'm going, but it's somewhere higher than I've been, and I just want to kind of portray that for everybody. Listen, it's a new season, it's a new place, and stepping out on faith this time.
Yes, sir. We're about to listen to North of Expected by Ceej,
Yeah.
the legend, on the Sophia Duke Radio Show.
Just different. I've never really viewed myself as particularly talented. I've viewed myself as, slightly above average in talent. And where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating,
well, all right.
I'm working.
He took a bad boy like Will Smith, held me by my trunk and let the wheel spin. Can't pour that new wine in that old wine skin. Luke told me that, guess I'm on my grind then. Some things rearranged up, my pride got banged up. Some people ain't the same, but God never changed up. It's the reason I ain't give it up and let y'all boys have it. But I know behind my back y'all do me like he did magic. Wait, but I ain't mad at Donald Sterling, cause he was being honest. We just overheard it. Everybody say to keep it real, even churches. Until you think they talking about you, they get nervous. You hate for what they wasn't supposed to see to make you famous. That's the truth, ain't it? I'm the furthest from a masterpiece if I let you paint it. But they say the greatest works require understanding. When y'all was taking off, I was preparing for the landing. I was on that late night. I was on that late night. I was on that red eye. I was about to take flight. That's right when I realized I don't know where I'm headed. Hey, I just know I'm going north. I'm going north of expected. Got into something more, bro. I gotta get it. Hey. Yeah, while they was having flight delays, I was at baggage claims with a frappe. All I'm saying is my mind's clear and I made it here. And on my behalf, God be clearing up cap space. Making room like you remodel the attic. Get to moving too fast when you are used to the traffic. So I keep tabs on myself just to keep balance. While most people turn to Facebook for a challenge. My status say north, and I ain't talking Kanye, baby, that's west. I'm only going up from this point like floors. And anything I do, just know I do it from the chest. Baby, that's the heart, I'm so far from the best. But God gave me purpose, I'm the one who don't rest. I don't do it for success, no, I do it to succeed. First of all, it's for God, I'm getting blessed off the seed. But y'all don't hear me though. I was on that late night. I was on that late night. I was on that red eye. I was about to take flight. That's right when I realized I don't know where I'm headed. Hey, I just know I'm going north. I'm going north of expected. Got into something more, boy, I gotta get it. Hey. Right now I'm 29. If I'm 30 something by the time y'all hit it, then fine. I just pray that in between time I did something with mine. Hope I stepped on the mine, blew up and got shine. Then I hope I didn't glorify it. I hope I only talked about God and he truly got the glory by it. Yeah, I mean, ain't that why we came? I wouldn't want to be an artist if I didn't want the fame. I would write poems and give them no names. They would just say anonymous, or don't give me that face. Cause it all boils down to what's your aim. See, God gave me the vision, I just believe the whole thing. You don't like what I'm saying? It's cool, I understand. I'm just saying what they can't, they be thinking the same thing. See, I ain't to put God in a box tight. I'm the one he tell to go and I be on a flight. Gone, hey. I was on that late night. I was on that late night. I was on that red eye. I was about to take flight. That's right when I realized I don't know where I'm headed. Hey, I just know I'm going north. I'm going north of expected. Got into something more, boy, I gotta get it. Hey.
We're back with Ceej, the legend. He is a legend. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. Okay. How did it feel working with Young News, Sharon Donaldson, Reggie Rock, and Darian Logan, just to name a few? How did it feel working with them?
Man, it's funny. At first, I was actually going to have no features. But then first it was Darian. He did a Rain, which is, so I don't know if I can say it's my favorite, but it might be my favorite song. I mean, but I love Rain. That's my cousin, actually. That's my cousin.
Shout out to Cuzzo.
What up, cuz? Out of Far City. Every project I've done, besides my first one, Daniel's been a part of it. Wow. So we've always done something together. So it just kind of came to that moment. I'm like, well, I need a song with a sing on it. Let me call it Daniel. Reggie Rock on Born Center, man. That actually might be my favorite song.
I like Born Center.
But
I was actually wanting to do a proposal, you know, when y'all come out with the video.
Right.
Holla at your sister.
And we will. Shout out to Reggie Rock, man. He is he's new. You know, he's a new artist. He's just getting his feet wet, and that's a guy, man. I see so much of myself and my style in Reggie Rock. So seriously, shout out to Reggie, man. He's a definite problem for the devil. He's gonna be, and he gets it to you raw, and I love that.
He does.
Then Sharon, of course, the amazing Sharon with Bluff, which is our first
You're
single.
not a star. I can't sing it like you, Sharon,
Sing.
but I'm a harmonize too.
Man,
Okay.
Sharon, I don't think nobody can sing it like Sharon.
Yeah, she's got
Sharon is
voice.
amazing. She done an amazing job with that song.
She did.
And then Nudes, Young Nudes, that's been my partner since we was rocking together in our previous label. You know, so we've been rocking together. He's my DJ now, and you know, he did all the engineering. Shout out to GMP, Good News Productions, and he's just amazing. Easy to work with.
Yes, he is.
It's good when you got a guy that, you know, he's on the same level with you. We're on the same wavelength, and we just kind of bounce off each other. So.
How much did News have? How much influence did News have on North of Expected?
A lot. It was, unless I had a feature, it was me and him.
Yeah.
He's the first person to hear every song. You know, when we're putting them together, he's like, well, maybe add this. What you think about this? What you think about that? So, like I say, he was that guy that seen everything first as I was, you know, bringing it to the table. So he had a huge impact on it.
Shout out to News.
Shout out to News.
Are you working on any new projects?
Okay, well, I'm actually working on something. I don't know if y'all seen it. I do the Chad video.
Yes, you do.
And that's funny in itself. It just became
Yeah.
something I didn't expect. It just kind of
Just happened.
It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned that before, I'm doing a 5-track EP, and it's called Extended View. So Extended View, what I'm doing is releasing 1 track at a time, periodically.
Okay.
There's no set schedule, set order. That's like that bug we talked about. I just got a bug to write. But what Extended View is showing the perspective of someone outside the church. And it's talking about how they see things, how they look at things, and how we interact with them. So it's more, I don't want to say gutter, but it's, you know, it's tracks for that person can really just feel something, man. And I'm going to a different side, probably back like to the mixtape Ceej. I'm taking it back to that, you know, back way back before y'all cared about me and stuff like that. So I'm going back to that for anybody cared about Ceej. Nah, but yeah, so it's called Extended View. The first track I released is Dummy. Dummy has a lot of downloads, man. It's just a powerful song. I'm performing that tonight. If you haven't seen it, there's a little special twist to the performance, so y'all get to see that tonight. And then there's Already, which I'll be doing tonight. And then there's a couple other tracks, but there's one in particular called Monster.
Okay.
I just want to keep y'all informed on that. It's a song called Monster that's going to be, I'm just waiting for the right time.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be featuring J.O. So shout out to my man J.O. And it's a story.
Okay.
And it's completely out of this world. So
I
just
can't
be on the
wait to
lookout
hear
for
it.
Extended View.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
How do you know when it's time to start a new project?
That's easy, man. It's a bug. I don't make that decision, honestly. There's a bug I think every artist can relate to that it hits you. It's like when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to say, well, I don't think I'm gonna be hungry by 4:30.
Yeah.
You just get hungry.
You just know.
And it's the same way, you know, it hits me and I know I just start getting creative and I'm in the writing and I'm just in the zone. I'm ready to write.
And with that, how do you know, well, not so much how do you know, but how is your music going to change the next generation?
What I always try to do with my music, I think it just inspires them to be who you are, be different. I had just posted the other day actually about this generation. You know, a lot of times, I'm glad I get the opportunity to say this, because a lot of times, you know, when you hear things about this next generation, we hear that they're lost, they're crazy, they're so just stupid, dumb, and they just so gone. But what they are is different. And, you know, I see this generation, it's just that they soak up everything. This generation is so unafraid. I mean, when it comes to their homosexuality, when it comes to their music, they're setting themselves on fire on Facebook if they tell you anything. So they embrace everything. And it's going to take, you know, people who can say, you know what, we just have to find a way for them to embrace the kingdom. You know, we can't think that the kingdom can't evolve and change and reinvent itself to cater. Because if it wouldn't have, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. And there's some other guy who doesn't see themselves as being me right now. But I didn't see myself that way either. So it's up to us to show them So for this generation, it's just show them that, you know what, now I can rock with this. Man, I can do, you know, whatever it is that you do, you can do that for the kingdom. And I just want to inspire them that there's no guidelines, there's no prerequisites. Come and be you.
Right.
That's it.
And with that inspiration that you're talking about, how do you define your spiritual foundation?
Spiritually there's no Ceej, or, you know, that's my, that's everything. So I mean, spiritually, I'm at a place to where I haven't been, and you know, and you'll know that by the fruits.
Right.
You know, whether the things that I'm performing, the businesses that I'm starting, and as well as my speaking engagements. You know, and it's funny because now I'm getting to the point where it's like, man, when I get a speaking engagement, I have just as much zeal as you know, as I'm performing. Sometimes I can't tell the difference, you know, and I'm having to balance that because I'm walking into that pastoral call more than ever now. So spiritually, I'm grounded, and that's the key to everything.
How do you budget your time, your music, and being a father of 2 beautiful little girls, and being the youth pastor?
It's not an easy task, but it's an ordained task. It's an anointed task. And in the beginning, I definitely didn't have that figured out. And I wasn't even youth pastor then, and I had 1 daughter. So at that time, and I was a new husband, you know, when I tell you, and this is to the married couples, I mean, it's so important to learn how to balance that. And then another thing, when my wife began to find her niche, you know, I push her vision, she pushes my vision, we push each other's vision, and we do it together. And then once she began to see where she was at, because for a long time she was just Ceej's wife.
Right.
And that didn't work for her.
Yeah.
You know? But so she had to find her niche, she had to find her calling. And so just to answer your question, I mean, balancing is hard, but now that we have an understanding and we have our priorities straight, you know, it's God first, you know, my family and my church family.
Yes, sir.
You know, because, you know, God is God. You can get God anywhere, you know, but you have to, you know, once you find out you're in the right place, okay, well, my family and my pastor, that's why I'm glad I have a covering that says, well, you know, your family, you know, and if you have all that stuff in order, then the youth pastor and everything, all that comes, it just flows.
Right.
So I'm always busy, I'm always moving, I'm always going. My co-pastor told me that, make sure you go home and get some rest.
Yeah.
Tonight, you know.
You gotta take care of yourself.
That's right. But it's a consistent thing, and it's just you just really have to be in tune to that's why God established everything on order.
Yes, sir. Where do you see Ceej in 5 years?
That's and I don't say it. I say it like that because between my you know, I started the business now, which I'm sure we'll get to. Between that, my college pastoralship, and then my music, I tell you, it's hard for me to say. It is hard for me to say, and I don't know what God really gonna do, but my music, as much as I love it, that's who I am. You know, that's what I've made an impact on. I feel like that, and I don't know, God may decide to take me to another, blow me up. With that said, I know that my music is a catalyst for pastoralship, and I know God has given me a vision, you know, and it's good that I can go to my pastor and he sees it as well, and he can train me up, and for us to have a ministry at some point. So in the next 5 years, you know, I could still be getting to the point where the music's gonna take me, and my business being successful, but either a lot more successful artist or pastoring, you know, in the next 5 years.
If a young gentleman said, Ceej, I want to become a Christian rapper, and I may not have the funds to sustain or to get started, what advice would you tell that person about how to budget their projects just to get started?
To get started, it's easy, man. You don't have to. What's a budget? And I say that meaning, you know, especially when you're getting started as an artist. You know, I put it like this: if I go build a birdhouse in my yard, right? I expect that birdhouse to just do birdhouse stuff. I don't expect it to, you know, change my tire and nothing like that. I just expect it to be doing bird stuff. So when you're an artist and you're starting an artist, just do artist stuff. Create, write, create, now it's so easy because social media is so relevant.
Social media takes it away.
You can start a
Yeah.
Facebook page and just, or a SoundCloud page or a Reverb Nation page or whatever you want to do, and just create a platform for yourself.
You can.
And then through word of mouth and through, now in 10 seconds you can become a viral star. You know, don't, you know, and I used to do that a lot because I'm the person who I like to see things A through Z, and I like to go by A, B, C, D. I'm just like that. And I had to get away from that and learn that, man, just go, don't hesitate, write it down, make it clear, how what 2 says. Write it down, make it clear, and just go. And so that's the thing, just go, and God will supply, He will provide. You will meet people because through your connections is where a lot of your next step comes from.
Right.
You'll begin to meet those people. That's how I did. Just go. Just write, create, be a artist.
And we're going to change the subject just a little. There is something that happened that was successful this morning. What is Bars Academy?
Oh, you said Bars Academy. I just happened.
I love it. I love it.
I just seen that under my seat. I didn't know what it
It was
was.
just
but
there. It
felt
just
like the right
makes
time. Bars Academy, that's my baby. Bars is branding, artistry, recording, and songwriting.
Ooh, I like.
Yes, man, that's bars. You got bars? And what that is, it's it's new business that I founded. And it's giving those artists a opportunity. So now my advice would be
Yes.
to get started, sign up for Bars Academy.
Yes.
Because what we do is it goes through 6 courses.
Okay.
Branding 1 and 2, artistry 1 and 2, songwriting and recording. And you know, courses are called credits.
Yes.
Well, Bars Academy, they're called bars. So it's a
That's
6-bar class. It's a 6 bars course. Then you get a full photo shoot, professional photo shoot. Then you get, shout out to Smith Lee.
Smith Lee.
Yeah. We provide you with a beat, and you record it in a professional studio
Oh.
at the Magic Factory Studio. So shout out to them. So you get that, then your music is put on the compilation CD. So each class, there's 20 people per class. So each class gets their own CD. And so it's a compilation album. And then the 4th week, we go to the Worship Center. Shout out to Bishop Gentry and First Lady. And the Worship Center, and we have a huge showcase.
Oh,
So you get
that
to
is
perform your song
nice.
and do the whole showcase. And so, you know, it's a vision that God gave me to do this, and we do it every month. So it'll be 20 per session. And you get all of that. Oh, and it's also a workshop. You can book us to come out to your church, organization, wherever, and do a 2-day workshop. First day we come out and teach the whole course in a different fashion for 1 day, and then the second day we come back and do a concert.
That is awesome.
So, and
Wow.
so you know, it's a way just to teach the ins and outs of music. And then we're launching an online course where if you're not in the area and you can't come to the course, you can just take the actual 6 bars
Gotcha.
online, and that's all on barsacademy.com, and that'll launch in October.
Wow. We'll put that at the bottom of the screen. That is
Right.
wow.
Right. So you know, it's funny. God gave that to me about a year ago,
Nice.
and I went all full circle around with my wife and my family to the mountains, and he brought it back to me.
So this could actually change the community
Oh, yeah.
so easily.
And see what it is, it's a business, it's a for-profit business, but at the same time, it's my avenue to minister to young people.
That's
You
nice.
know, because teaching, I love to teach,
Oh yeah.
and I love music, so why not teach music? You know, so it's my avenue, and I believe it's going to give. We're trying to partner with DJJ, a lot of different organizations to sponsor.
Good.
You can also sponsor some kids. You know, you sponsor them, and then you know, have them come out. So we get organizations to sponsor these every month. The type of impact we can have by being with them a month at a time is astronomical. I mean, we can really influence a lot of people in this
Yeah,
area.
because that's where the entrepreneurs and the businesses can
Right.
start from there.
Right, can all start from there. And it's just our way, like I said, to give back. And we partner with these places who are willing to do it for next to nothing for
That
these
is
kids.
awesome.
You know, and so.
Yeah, somebody sponsor one child,
Sponsor
make a
somebody.
difference.
Sponsor
Wow. Thank you for sharing that,
Yes,
Ceej. Whew, okay. Alive Fest. You ready tonight?
I'm ready.
You ready?
We got a live fest tonight. Pastor Jay with a live church. It's gonna be awesome tonight. DJ Young News gonna be there. I know we got Jared White, I think.
You got Jared
Then
White.
we got Predestined. Shout out to Predestined.
Yes.
Predestined is my favorite group,
Yeah,
seriously.
yeah,
Them three girls
yeah.
are bad. They're my favorite
I can't
group.
wait to see them.
And so, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to do my thing. Do Ceej.
Yeah.
Ready. I'm doing something new tonight.
Really?
Something nobody's ever heard.
So we have to wait until we get there
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah. They might play y'all clip or something.
Get a sneak peek.
Yeah. It's called Already.
Already. Okay, that's
It's
it.
called-
That's
all
it.
you
Okay.
get.
Okay.
It's called
Okay.
Already.
Well, I'll be ready. My husband and I will be there, and we'll be ready. And you're gonna stop by and see us tonight, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna see
okay.
y'all
Good.
tonight, so-
Good.
Already, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be good. Okay. If there is one artist that you can perform with, who would that be?
That's a good question. You know who I've always wanted to do a song with is I'll do a song with Christian Grey.
Really?
Probably see that coming. But Christian Grey, I love his style.
Yeah.
And then I'm always looking for that right singer
Yeah.
to do something just creative. And then I love his flow too. So yeah, I think I want to do a song with Christian Grey. I think we can do something deep, something real.
Wow. You let me know when that happens.
I know, right?
Please let me know when that happens.
So, I'll let me home. I love everybody on Collision Records.
Yeah.
I love that.
And how can your fans reach you in the contact information again for Bars Academy?
Okay, the website for Bars Academy is www.barsacademy.com. You can also reach us at info@barsacademy.com. And the Bars Academy number is 864-508-7107. For myself personally, book me to come out for concerts. Email is bookceej, that's C-E-E-J, bookceej @gmail.com. And then my personal website is ceejmusic.com. Ceejmusic.com. And from there on the website, you can find all the Facebooks.
It's got a nice website too. And before we go, I want us, you were talking about your cousin Darren and Logan earlier in the interview, and we're gonna leave off with the song Rain. And tell us a little bit about that song.
Feel like rain.
It's like rain. See, they don't know I can really sing. I've been trying to tell your artists I can sing and it'd be on somebody's track.
Rain was my first, I'm trying to line. That was the first track I wrote for No Respect.
Okay.
Rain was.
Mhm.
I had this, when I heard the beat, it kind of jumped out at me. I actually wrote it. We do this a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, Darren is a beast when it comes to writing, but I had the vision for it. So I wrote it, and what I do is I sing it on a little voice recorder,
Yeah.
and I send it to him.
Yeah.
And then like an hour later, he hit me back, and he's killing it. So
And he has a
we can do
good,
it.
powerful voice.
So that song Rain is just it's R-E, how you spell R-E-I-G.
Yeah.
So it's rain, not rain.
Yeah.
And that's talking about God's reign and how powerful it is, how His reign is over our lives, man. And it's but it's a dope track.
I love it.
I love rain.
I think I'm in tune with the song,
Right.
or I try to be. I tell myself I am, but I'm like, I know I can sing this too, right?
I'm telling
Right.
you, Jimmy, I go in.
But Ceej, we are so thankful to have you on the show. Thank you so much for being a part of something different, something great, and we want the best for you and the Bars Academy. I think that is so wonderful.
Sign up will last till August 31st for the first session. So sign up, man. Go sign up.
Yeah, and we will keep everybody posted. We'll have all that on the website. And Ceej, thank you again for being on the show. Feels like rain. Feels like rain.
Crashing in like a wave.
Feels like thunder.
We need to stop. Both of us.
Find some sort of truth in what you're doing.
Feels like rain, feels like rain. Feels like thunder, crashing in like a wave. If you gon' stand, the rest fades away. But if you remember his name, the name of Jesus, then you will remain. And I gotta work here, so I gotta stay. I gotta stand. Are you coming or you staying here? 'Cause I'm on my way. In the back belly of the beast, trying to find somewhere to sleep. But these nightmares are real, that's why it's blood in the sheets. Try and kill me in my sleep and then speak at my funeral. But we could never work like we ran out of cubicles. I've been on assignment, I'm assigned to the studio. Play with the wolves if you want, like you Rubio. Humble beginning, still improving, I can prove it though. Cause the older I get, I'm looking better like Rudy though. So stop the side talking and wild walking. Unnecessary risk leads the line chalking. You either on the side of God or you the walking dead. And that's what everybody wanna see before they go to bed. I tell them don't sleep on me, know I'm a king, homie. Keep running for the Lord long as I got feet on me. I can feel the rain, just make sure you spell it right. Cause I ain't talking about the kind that make you stay inside. Feels like rain, yeah. Feels like rain, yeah. Feels like thunder crashing like a wave. Few gon' stand, the rest fades away. But if you remember his name, the name of Jesus, and you will remain. And I gotta work here, so I gotta stay. I gotta stand. Are you coming? Are you staying here? Cause I'm on my way. I'm on my last lap around this wall is coming down. If you catching what I'm pitching, then you know I'm at the mound. And I'm focused, so I play through the emotion of the crowd. But it hurts when you're being booed by your hometown. That's spiritual, not literal. I'm not LeBron James, cause ain't no going back. We ain't playing the same game. If you're scared of getting wet, then you think in the wrong rain. This is north of what you expect. Are we calling the same name? Jesus, my past is in a frame. These walls begin to shake, but somehow it still hangs. Somehow I still remain through the hot, cold, and the flames. The devil is throwing shots, but it's good cause he shoot blanks. And I ain't dead yet, I was working and doing planks. I only been getting stronger, I feed off the world's rage. Young hope, so I cope with the backstabbing and hating. Anticipate the day I meet God like a blind date, huh? Feels like rain, yeah. Feels like rain, yeah. Feels like thunder crashing like a wave. Gon' stand, the rest fades away. But if you remember his name, the name of Jesus, then you will remain. And I gotta work here, so I gotta stay. I gotta stand. Are you coming? Are you staying here? Cause I'm on my way.
Box Style Beat.